Hey guys, so the new Humvee has finally arrived. It showed up the other day. So I did have some time yesterday to take a look at some things and start addressing some of the issues that we have before we could go ahead and start this up and make sure it runs right. I did throw some doors on that I had laying around. They're just some crappy doors that I just took off of a couple other vehicles. But one of the issues that I had so far was it has this oil cooler, transmission cooler stack that goes on top of this radiator right here. And it has these high pressure like oil fittings that go to it. And somebody actually snapped off where the fitting connects to. So I took that all off and brought it over to a hydraulic hose place so they could weld on a new fitting. So I got that taken care of. All right, so we're testing some of this stuff out today. This is super clean, and it comes in a little aerosol, and it also has this little spray bottle. So we're gonna test it out on this super dirty radiator. I just got a little bit wet real quick, and we will go ahead and try the aerosol. Another thing is the transmission oil pan had a slight puncture in it. So I went ahead and dropped the oil pan, which I recorded everything. You guys will see that in just a few seconds, or a few minutes, I guess. So I dropped the oil pan, took a look under there. Everything was nice and clean. There was no metal shavings in the oil pan and for the transmission oil, and everything was really nice. So I brought that over to my buddy's house yesterday. Here is where the hole used to be, but I had him braze that with, I think, brass. There we go. Wow, take a look at this, guys. Pretty clean looking oil. There's that puncture. But everything up here looks really nice. Look, even the oil is pretty fresh on there. Wow. So that's some good news. I'm gonna go ahead and put a bucket underneath this and a tarp so I don't get this all over the place. And then we're gonna take the pan, clean it all off. I'm gonna take it down to my buddy's house to see if he could weld up that hole for me. That's awesome. This looks pretty good. There's not really any chunks of anything. And this right here is just like non-metallic almost, just dirty.
I don't know. We're gonna get this all fixed and then do a flush, transmission flush, new filter, all that stuff. And then I just want to make sure that whatever punctured this isn't lodged up there, so I'm gonna check that too. But
I bought Bob's truck from him the other day.
Oh, you bought it?
Yeah, he wanted to sell it. I kept trying to talk him out of it. You know? Yeah. For a long time. Hard to see how hot you get with this thing.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. I used to be good at all this stuff, not anymore, I guess.
This is brass, so I could like easily, like sand it or file it down.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that it really matters, but
This is taking good.
cool. I cleaned it pretty well. A bunch of degreaser and stuff. All right, so we just got the pan all welded up. I'm just gonna go ahead and head back home and see if we could get this thing painted by the end of the day. You can see this side. Just took the flux off there so it wouldn't chip off. But went ahead and painted this up too. Got that done last night. Just painted it all black. But everything else is actually really nice on here. It does have the starter, which I was worried about. Just the starter wires are kind of hanging off. So the other thing I was missing was the PCV valve, or the positive crankcase ventilation. I think that's what PCV stands for. But yeah, so this one is the one for the Fording kit. So it allows positive crankcase pressure to go to like differentials, the geared hubs. So I went ahead and bought this whole kit since they kind of ripped everything off of this. But yeah, here's the selector, the Fording selector valve that goes right about here, which they took off. But so coming inside here, we have our really cool air conditioning system that goes on the top of the dash. Here's the little turbo right there. Everything in this truck is so dirty, so dusty. Like, this is just me wiping my finger across this. Look at all the crap that was on here. Just crazy, but at least it looks nice underneath there. So I'm waiting to clean everything until I get all the whole engine all buttoned up so I don't get any water in there. Here is the RPM gauge, which is cool. Haven't had that in one of my trucks before. And then here's the turbo doghouse. And in the back there is our rear air conditioning unit. Oops, almost tripped. But yeah, right now I have the transmission pan off it. If you can see up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the filter of for the transmission. Throw this puppy back on there, and then I got a new gasket and everything. And then we'll go ahead and fill it up. And then hopefully the next video will be a initial startup video of this. That should be pretty cool. I'm really excited to hear what it sounds like. Hopefully it has a little bit of a turbo whistle. I'm not quite sure, but I would love for that to happen. Right here is the rear air conditioning condenser units. We have one on each side for the front and rear air conditioning. And then guys, check out this differential on this thing. It's crazy. So I did some like research, and I'm pretty sure that is like a water cooling system. So it sends water from the radiator all the way back here, and it must have like some kind of heat sink in the back of that where it just flows water across it to keep it cool. And I'm pretty sure that is a 3.08 gear ratio in the differential. So pretty cool. We got our nice mud flaps. But yeah, I think the worst thing on the truck is just all the surface rust and everything underneath, which kind of pain in the ass to fix, because we're gonna have to take everything off and you know, do some sandblasting on everything maybe, and just give it a nice coating. Maybe we'll even powder coat some of these things, and then while I'm at it, I'll put all new bushings and everything, just so that this thing rides really nice. So yeah guys, I'm excited to show you the build and get working on it. So hopefully, like I said, next video maybe we'll have a startup video, and fingers crossed the engine is all good, and a little bonus, maybe we'll have a little turbo whistle too, which will be really cool. So thanks for watching guys, thanks for coming and hanging out and checking out the Humvee with me. See you in the next one.